Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. We have a interesting content. Who said what at the race of Austin Grand Prix, and please don't forget to like this video.
Do you feel there's a missed opportunity there at the end of the race? If I can just ask you first of all, in not saying to you straight away, give the place back.
It's impossible to know. I mean, they obviously can't make their minds up for a few laps, so it's obviously not an easy decision. Otherwise, it would have come a bit sooner. So. I tried. He also went off the track, so if he goes off the track, clearly he's gone in way too hard and also gained an advantage by doing what he did. But I don't make the rules, so.
There were quite a few during that race, actually, so it might be something you find you guys are all talking about in the driver's briefing in Mexico. But let's go back to the start of the race and just talk me through the start and what happened there and whether or not there was any more you could have done.
Yeah, potentially. I need to go look at it again. I was pretty tired. Obviously, Max went for a tight gap. From inside the car, it's obviously harder to say on some things and also easier to say with some things. He'd obviously committed quite a bit, which is he's got the right to do, but again, he went completely off the track, so I don't know. I need to look back at it. At the same point, he's overtaken by going off track, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. He defends by going off track, he overtakes by going off track, but I'm not going to complain about it. I think Max drove well, he defended well, and we had a good race together, but the rules are the rules.
Just finally from me, positives to take from it though, the car looked like it was giving you some better performance today, would you say, or not? No.
Only on the hard tyre, the medium I struggled. We were a lot slower than the Ferraris and the Red Bulls, so. No, we probably ended up where we probably expected to be. Of course, I would have liked third, and I think third is where we deserve today, but we still didn't have the pace today comparing to the Ferraris, so even if I came around turn one in first, I think I still would have finished third. But that's life, and we knew it was a tough weekend from the start. I think we made good progress throughout, but yeah, we need a good chunk comparing to the Ferrari.
Thank you.
Why Norris is always a victim on these kind of decisions from the FIA? What do you think about that? Because we are going to listen also Max Verstappen what he's going to say about that position, but Norris said like also Max Verstappen was completely out of the track, but they...
The thing is that they made a big fuss about Red Bull's device and that there was nothing, and that they failed to disrupt Red Bull, and then they failed to show everyone what they were saying, that we are the fastest car at the track and blah 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 and things like that. Yeah, but without that rear wing, let's say like that, you are very far away. And they showed that because that rear wing was helping the car, not degrading the tires too much and make the car move faster. And when the car is faster, then you don't have to push that much to the car to degrade the tires. So that was the big point of where McLaren has lost the race.
They were chained together.
Yeah.
Chain reaction.
Yeah.
Jump to Verstappen.
Yep.
Probably going to make a video of your driving today to show to all young drivers of how to defend, because that was some fantastic defence from you today.
Yeah, I to be honest, I had a lot of fun as well, but also fair play to Lando. I think both of us, we did well. We were racing hard, and it was actually a lot of fun, to be honest. So I tried everything I could. I mean, we didn't have the pace today for whatever reason. This is something that we need to look at, because McLaren and Ferrari today were definitely faster.
Is that going to be the difference, do you think, if you do manage to take one or both of these titles this season, being able to drive that car when it's not at its best and really try and eke as much as you can out of it? Because we could hear you on the radio. It didn't sound like it was an easy drive at all.
I mean, I always try to maximize when it's good or bad. You always have to try and do the best you can, and I think I've shown that over the past years that is possible. This year, of course, for us, it's not the dominant years anymore, and we've had a few difficult races. This weekend, I think we've shown some flashes of coming back to the front. Still not enough, but we keep working, keep improving, keep learning, and I think it was a valuable weekend in terms of learning.
Just finally from me, there were several penalties given out today for similar manoeuvres off track or gaining advantage, and you had your incident with Lando. It seems to be that you perhaps understand the regulation and exactly what you can do in those circumstances, maybe a little bit more than others.
I mean, I've lost the podium here as well when I overtook Kimi on the inside of 17 or 16, you know, so it's just how it is. It's quite clear in the ruling you can't overtake outside the white line. Yeah, there's not more to say. I mean, it's painful, but up until then, of course, we had a really good battle.
Well done on the podium today.
He says like, I know what I'm doing, and I didn't make anything against the rules. But the opposite, like McLaren and Norris,
I think
they're
Max is
complaining
right.
about the FIA rules.
I think Max is right. You cannot overtake anyone from the... If the both cars go outside the track, and then the car that was in disadvantage needs to let it go. So Norris didn't do that, and that's why he got the penalty. And that's clear enough. You can see it in the footages. When they both go outside the line, and then Norris goes up in front of him, and that's the penalty where if Norris would have let Max move forward, then there wouldn't be any penalty because no overtaking would occur there. And after he did that, he got the penalty.
Let's jump to Leclerc.
Yeah.
Congratulations. If you go home and watch this race back, you don't need to watch very much, because once you got in the lead, you didn't feature very much. It was all going on behind you. How good is it to have a win like that, a 1-2 like that, and a gap of 19 seconds to the rest of the field?
It's really good. I'm really happy. I mean, yeah, I won't take it personal that I haven't been featured for too much during the race, and I hope that it's going to be the case more often in the future, because that's normally a good sign. That means you are in front. And yeah, it was a pretty straightforward race after the start for me. It was all about managing the gap behind. On the first stint, I made quite a big gap. On the second stint, I was just managing with Carlos behind, and it was feeling very good. The car was great, so I was really happy.
Were you surprised when that gap opened up at the start?
I was quite surprised. I thought that Red Bull had changed their car compared to yesterday, and that they would be closer in the race. But yeah, we were still super strong.
I meant the gap at the corner, sorry. So the gap at turn 1, when Lando and Max battled, and there was a space for you.
No, I was not
to see that?
surprised. I kind of knew that Max will go flat out into turn 1, because in his position there's not much to lose. He's ahead in the championship, and I knew that he would be very aggressive, so I tried to take that into account, prepare a little bit more the exits, and yeah, that bet was a winning one, and that helped me to win that race.
Huge for the team today. Can you carry this on for the final 6 races? Is this track specific, or are you confident you've got a package now that'll really battle for that constructors title?
Oh, that's the target. I just really hope that we're going to yeah, do that for the rest of the season, and then hopefully we can win that constructors championship. It's an optimistic target, but I'd rather see it that way than yeah, targeting anything else. So we'll go for it, and we'll see where we end up at the end of the season.
Huge congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Leclerc is giving hope to Ferrari fans like you about winning a constructor championship.
That was a masterclass.
I'm gonna just
Leclerc.
ask you one question, and we will jump directly to Lewis Hamilton. I can't wait to listen him. What happened to him? Okay, I have just 2 questions to you. Let's be serious.
Okay.
About Ferrari.
All right.
The first one is just don't laugh at me. I'm serious.
I'm deadly serious.
Okay. The first one is, I can't be serious. The first one is, do you believe that Ferrari will win constructor championship?
Okay.
Also, Leclerc will be the champion of this season.
Okay, for the construction championship, yeah, I believe that Ferrari has a big chance to win the construction championship mathematically, and hopefully.
Let the mathematics on the side.
I'm saying
like
it definitely has a chance.
Not it has. Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah, the construction championship, yes. Driver championship, I don't think so.
Jump to the Lewis Hamilton.
I mean, that's never happened before. it's the first for everything, I guess. Yeah, well, I wasn't really even pushing at that point, and the car started bouncing, and Bono just said I got a 40-kilometer tailwind, but the left wheel was bouncing up in the air, and then lost the back end. So we have three-wheeling sometimes. It's been an issue for us. I've just never had that happen before. So yeah.
The team seemed quite confused about the car. Is that fair to say in terms of the way it responds sometimes and the way it behaves?
Well, I mean, the same thing happened to George yesterday on this new update package that we worked so hard to bring. I mean, he's obviously, fortunately, doing a good job today, but he's got the old package on, and be interesting to see if there's learnings from it. But it's so upsetting. I'm so sorry to all the team back at the factory. I've never spun off in the race, I don't think, before. So definitely, I was not focused. I was really caught by surprise by this bouncing that I had, and yeah, obviously I'm devastated. But onwards and upwards. What can I do? I'll just try and prepare better for next week. Hopefully have the car in a better place next week.
I have never spun before on a race.
And
He's
he
right.
is right.
He's so right.
In his whole career, he has never spun in a race.
I don't know why Mercedes is doing this to this man, because he gave them 7 world championship.
5.
Like, okay, 6, 1 Rosberg.
Yeah, 6. But
Hey, the completely
Did you listen?
8. Okay, just skip that.
did you listen what he said? Like, I am using the new upgrade, and Russell is doing good with the old one.
Yeah.
So they clearly, Mercedes is clearly
Like,
using Hamilton to
Lewis
test the car.
Yeah.
In the new
Lewis
upgrades.
Hamilton became a tester for Mercedes until
Mercedes.
the end of the season.
Yeah.
And that will happen to Kimi Antonelli. He needs to watch the races of Lewis Hamilton carefully,
Yeah, definitely.
because same things will happen to him. I think they will try new updates on his car firstly, then the George Russell's cars. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We are done with this video. Just don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
As much
And-
as you can.
Comment your opinions about the interviews, about the race, about our comments, compliments.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have something to say, comment down below. We will be discussing together with you. And we'll see you in the next ones. Stay safe. Have a good day. Have a good night, wherever you are.